And hello everyone, welcome back to the Remnant Esports competitive series. We're here for the final week of league matches in the main season. This has been a long day coming and I'm looking forward to it. And as you can see, I'm here with Ghost.
How's it
Welcome
going,
back.
guys? Thank you. Glad to be back and casting this match.
Yeah, it's been, I missed you. I'll just say that.
I missed you too, buddy.
All
Sorry, I
right.
got caught up at work.
Oh good,
But
all
we got a
good.
very exciting match for you guys today. We got the Remnant Ravens, as you guys all know and love. We also have the Boston Burgers for this week. Well, I mean,
Yes.
for the third match this week, actually.
And due to this being the last match of the main season, um, we're gonna be this is kind of going to be an all-out match. I would expect it, at least, because really doesn't matter. Your positions are pretty much cemented at this point. Whether or not you're making playoffs is already, pretty much done, and teams are just gonna get
I mean,
all they got out here.
for Boston, if you look at the series standings right now, you got Boston sitting at 4th place, and I'm assuming they take the top 4 teams from each side. So that means that Boston is either going to A, make it and they're secured at 4th, or B, if they lose tonight, and let's say hypothetically, uh, the old guy Texas come out and win, or whichever one's right below them, they're fighting for that playoff spot. So they need to come out being very, very strong here.
Yeah, and against an undefeated team, that's no easy task. But in order to do that, let's see what the keys to victory are for both teams. So starting off with the Ravens, we've got to improve on your respawn modes. That's been the big issue with them for the past little bit, but they have been kind of getting it together in the past couple series. But this is the last series before playoffs, and their last chance to kind of test some things out, fix their small issues before it really starts to matter. They got to maintain dominance in search and destroy, and also control. Of course, Berlin control, we've seen they kind of don't know that map yet, but they're still working on it. They got to keep control of Tuscan and Gavutu for sure. And then remain composed and focus on the objective as always. And finally just enjoy playing, because this is the last match you get before the grind starts. So
I mean, always enjoying playing. Always is the main thing. You go in here to compete. Yeah, it gets tough, it gets grinding, all that kind of stuff. But you got to enjoy doing what you're doing.
Exactly. As for the opposing team,
All right, let's talk about Boston Burgers here. So we don't know much about these guys other than they're in that like 4th place spot, right? So they gotta come out swinging here. You know what I mean? Like they gotta compete. They gotta make sure they're doing their all the small stuff. Capitalize on Ravens' mistakes. This is their last week to send a message. I mean, hey, you go all out here. You know what you're fighting for. You're in the 4th place. It's gonna be a close game, and they need to come out and show Ravens that they're not gonna be taken for granted here.
exactly, and the fact that they are 4-3 means that they do have some fight left in them. They have shown that in previous matches, so I expect that to all be shown here.
They got to just keep their, if they do make mistakes, just keep their head in the game, come back stronger. The next map, if they lose one, come out swinging even harder, just make sure they're together and not making silly mistakes and rotations.
Exactly. All right, well, with that, I think we'll get into the maps and see what we're up for. So, for this final matchup, for this final week of the main season, we have Tuscan Hardpoint, Berlin S&D, Gavutu Control, Bocage Hardpoint, and Tuscan S&D. This is quite the map set. This is heavily Ravens' favorite, if I do say so.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting way to see how Ravens do on the Berlin S&D. The Gavutu Control, I feel like they're going to do good on. As far as Boston's best chance here is to take this S&D and like really push it towards those to that Bocage Hardpoint and that Tuscan S&D as well. But like for Ravens, they got to make sure they lock down the Tuscan in the beginning. Berlin, they know is a struggle point. So they're going to have to be very conservative in how they play that, make sure they're doing everything they need to do right, make sure they're playing their trades. Gravutu, we all saw Ravens in week 3 and match number 3. They looked really strong on that one. Bocage, that's 50-50. It's anyone's game on that map. You're either flipping out or you're constantly flipping out in that one game. And for Tuscan S&D, I mean, could go game 5. What do you think, Apex?
I mean, the last series of the main season, I'd love to see game 5. We'd always love to see a game 5 here, viewers and casters alike. But I think we're going to end up seeing closer to a 3-1 because Tuscan, I'm 95% sure it's going to go Ravens' way. Berlin S&D, that's, I mean, the Ravens' strong point is Search and Destroy, but they 6-0'd the previous team on Search and Destroy on Berlin before, so they can do that again. Gavutu Control, it's still Ravens all the way. This could even be a 3-0. And with the Ravens being in their final week, I mean, who knows what we're up for?
I mean, for the Ravens, you would love, or if you're a fan of the Ravens, you would love to see them taking a 3 very convincingly and show that they're ready to go into this playoffs as the top seed that they are. But if you're a viewer, a fan, you know, like, and you're voting for Boston Burgers, you want to see them take down the Ravens. They need this for their, their playoffs. We've highlighted this before, and they definitely need to come out swinging here.
That is for sure.
Viewers, if you'd like to post your predictions in the comments, feel free. Go ahead. We'll take a look at those and see if anyone guesses it right.
But let's, in the meantime, before the match gets started, we will go the KDs and see what we're looking at for most of the main season. Of course, last week is not determined yet, but last week Riot had a bit of a rough time. Even though we pulled him in for the interview, he was still having kind of a rough time at a .92 KD overall last week for his last match, with the rest of the team being even or above. So good looks on them, but at the same time, I'm hoping Riot can come and show what he's got in this series.
Caliber picked it up from the last match. He went from a .82 to a 1.0. That's always good to see. Riot, a little bit of a struggle bus in last time's match, but we all know him throughout the series and the starts. He's pretty consistent for popping off, so nothing to be worried about there.
And in terms of kills and deaths from week 2 to present, I mean, you can see them all listed there, and everyone's KD pretty much above 1 except for Caliber. He is near 1, but not quite, slightly below, but still, all of them doing such a phenomenal job.
And you gotta figure Caliber's also playing a lot of hill time for this team, so that's very understandable why he's at a .93.
That is true. All right, well, it seems as the match is not yet set up, so we are going to go to a break really quick, and then we will be back with the game. Don't go away. All right, guys, we're back. We're not in the game yet, like I was saying before, but it's getting ready. It's being set up right now. We're just waiting for it to start. But I want to know what you want to see out of this hardpoint, Ghost.
Well, first off, I want to see you guys in the chat hit that subscribe button because 41% of you guys still aren't there and subscribe. So you don't get those little bell notifications either. Even if you are subscribed, make sure you got the bell notifications turned on. But that
Exactly.
being said, about this hardpoint game, I want to see good rotations out of both teams. I want to see good breaks, waiting for each other, playing the trades. I want to see this all from both sides. Like it's playoff time, guys. Time to get this shit right.
All right. With that, we are going to start off the final week of this main season of this COD Rec League. We're going to be on board with the Ravens to start off with.
All right, here we go. On board with Flymaster right here and see what he's gonna do. Can he find anything through mid right here?
Great hill control so far by JD. He gets his first kill, so does Caliber.
JD finds a second one there. JD doing very good job on time. Ravens get 4 in the feed right there.
Man, this is textbook. Riot on a 2 spree already. Can he get the third? He cannot, but still. The Ravens putting in the work to get better at hardpoint, and it's already showing on this first hill.
Yeah, Ravens did a great job there. They found the first 8 kills in the feed before even losing one, and Brian went down there, but now it's all up to the Ravens here to retake this and flip these spawns out.
JD gets a huge one and gets rest of that scrap time on hill 1. But Boston Burger's going to be set up for P2 here. See how the Ravens tend to break this.
That's right. It does go down inside bottom church. Or that was JD, sorry. Riot's actually finds one on the hill time there. He's going bottom church. Can they find anything here? They combine for 1, 2 trades going even here. Fly going in. Decides to wait for his team. He's got Cali right there with him. Charging this hill, and let's see what they find here. Little ring around the rosy here. Fly does get the trade though. Caliber does go down. As Boston Burgers do find 2. Make it 3. JD trades out 1. Fly goes down on the rotation here. As you can see, now it's a race for this rotation. Number 7, Miss Frizzle, has the spawns currently, but is getting chased down by JD.
Boston Burger's going to have the lead for the moment. Only about 10, 12 points ahead. JD going to get the nice headshot off of the heady there on the fountain. As the Ravens can take control of hill 3. I'm going to go on board with Miss Frizzle and see what's up with the Boston Burgers.
Well, that one was just a good rotation on Miss Frizzle, but Fly did cut her off and does get help with JD there to get those spawn rotations secured. Ravens did a great job picking that up. It's now Riot in time. They trade out even there. Trade's going in favor of Boston Burgers right now. Caliber does add one back. On board with the Riot. Riot does find one in the hill. Can't get the second one. Does go down in time. Trades are going very good in favor of Boston Burgers here.
Take a look at 6. He's already on the flank. Will he catch out JD here? He will. Master gets the shots on the Affinity IP packs. But he ends up going
IP
down.
Pack's going huge, finding 2 on that rotation battle there. Now it's up to the rest of this team to hopefully try to lock Ravens out of this, and so far it doesn't look like they are able to do that. As JD is still going huge, finds 2 more.
But this fight up top church, is JD going to be able to catch this guy? IP makes the wrong choice and jumps in front of JD and suffers for it.
This is JD's hill. Nobody's taking this from him. He's on a 4 right now inside this hill. Going just absolutely huge on this hill. Does go down though. As soon as I say that, Caster's Curse has to come through.
Fly with the pistol on to P5. It's already set up for new. Boston Burger spawning way out. They are clear out in field, giving the Ravens plenty of chance to get set up for this next hill.
You can see here, this is very odd. You got number 6 looking on, he's chowing old. He's like looking for this number 4 on caliber. And now he's hitting this back flank. This could work out in favor of him. Fortunately, he goes down and none of his team is there to get those trades or even in position.
JD's going to come up from below, and Riot challenges at the same time, and the Ravens take back the hill. Ravens
IP Packs going for the same play. IP Packs finds one in the back, gets traded out instantly though. Now let's see if the Boston Burgers can break this, and it looks like all but Miss Frizzle are down so far. Miss Frizzle does find 2, Flymaster does trade her out. Pretty close game so far, FX. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that the Ravens are doing a good job of holding these hills. They're just extending this lead every hill. What I'm looking for from Boston Burgers is that they need to stay alive. They're getting in the hills, and they're trying to win their gunfights, but they just aren't winning most of them. This Frizzle is going to see JD. Luckily, he doesn't get shot, but they're going to be in control of this hill for the moment. But the Ravens mounting a counterattack as they're going to go 2 through mid, 2 through field. Riot going to catch out Miss Frizzle. He gets a 2-piece. Gets Sputnik as well, but goes down to Diver.
He already did a good job there playing his life. Ends up finding 2 out of that. Miss Frizzle gets cut down by Fly through mid. Now on board with JD here. JD does find another one here. Finds a second one in the U. That's 3 in favor of Remnant Ravens. 3 in the feed. They're just looking for one more. And there it is. JD's going to get that one, but get traded right away instantly. You see Riot's holding for this outside P5 here. Fight's going to go down for this rotation battle, and Riot does lose that one. Caliber goes down in the back as well. It's not looking good for Remnant Ravens right now.
JD's going to be the only man on this cross, and he's going to get caught out. P5 gets him. Sputnik saw Riot, and he's going to kill him. Looking behind, will he spot Caliber? He spots him, but doesn't get the shots off enough to get Caliber. But IP and Miss Frizzle combining for 1 and 2. Trades abundant on Tuscan right now.
As JD's going in, he does find one there. It's got... Ravens did find the time. They combine for 3 right through that ramp door right there. Now on board with JD as they start for this rotation battle. JD does find another one on the rotation, gets traded out. Caliber gets his trade. As you can see, it's going to be a battle between 2 and 5 in the very back here. Looks like number 2 does win that. Ravens do have the spawns. And now it's just a break opportunity for Boston Burgers to break this and get in control of this game. Down 82 points as of right now.
Currently nobody in control of this hill. Time just ticking away. IP's going to get the kill, but dies himself. Rest of the Boston Burgers are still far behind in the middle of the field, and the Ravens are going to take control of this hill for now. See if they can hold it. He's going to get a couple mid.
Fly doing the best he can on that god hit. He does find 2 through there. Trey's coming out after they get the hill kill. The hill here. As you can see, number 1's already rotating. That's going to be JD. He's already making a play towards this next hill. Does cut off 1 through mid. JD does find the second one as well. As JD should have the rotation here. They're still going to be spawning this close field. Is JD aware of this?
He does find one here for the time being, but can't hold off all of them. Gets 1, but dies to IP.
Now you can see Boston Burgers have a hill. This is a huge money hill if they play this right. They do find Flymaster going for the back spawns. JD does find one inside this hill. Gets traded instantly. Caliber trades him.
Oh, and IP gets Riot. I know Riot was thinking there was someone around the corner, but couldn't catch him out. But JD running for him, still doesn't get him. Riot going to make a second attempt on this hill. They're going to get in. They're going to keep it. Riot goes down, and Diver Jim continues to show what he's made of, getting another kill on JD.
Yeah, Diver Jim here doing a very good job blocking this out. He saw JD do it last round, and now it's his turn to do it. And of course, you know, we talk about it, and he does go down to a nade.
Raven's gonna just forego that hill, let the rest of the time take over to the Boston Burgers, and they're gonna set up for P5. There's already trades galore. No one on the hill. Boston Burgers now in control of it. Caliber, what can you do? Got to get this big kill here.
Caliber and Riot were playing well. Riot does find one, or JD finds two through there. Riot with another one, trading JD. That's all four down. Fly and Riot combined for 3. JD with two of his own there through mid as well.
The Ravens need to hold this. They can win off of this hill. They just need to hold all of this time. Caliber, what are you going to do? You're going to go down. The rest of the Boston Burgers are all flooding into this hill, and they take it. Full 4 down from the Ravens. It looks like we're going to go into another hill, folks. Wait, I may be speaking too soon. The rest of the Ravens charging in, but nope, they're going to go right down. They're going to set up for hill 1, and I'm sure this is going to be the end of this hard point here.
I mean, Boston Burgers have had some of the good at plays set up. They're just not converting on them. A little miscommunication, I think, going on in their comms, but.
Diver Jim continuing to get some kills. He's at 36 and 27 now. Clearly the one guy on the team that is just slaying out right now. We're on board with Riot. There's only 7 seconds left to go. For the Ravens, you just got to hold this hill.
And Riot having himself a bounce back game. He saw us talking about those KDs. He was stepping it up huge in that game, going 36 and 23.
Ravens taking that first hard point. That's huge for them. They've been struggling in the respawns as of late, but now it looks like their struggles are all about over. Take a dominant hard point here.
I mean, Boston Burgers had the right ideas. They had a couple of design splits that could have worked in pinch setups, but their timings were just a little bit off in that game for what they were trying to go for, and it just costed them. Like, the one in the back got killed, or the 3 up front weren't there to help the one in the back. They just got to work on those timings a little bit. It is playoff season, so you want to make sure you get those things going right. As far as Ravens, they did a great job holding the spawns. They all slayed out. You got JD sitting 33 to 26. Riot sitting 36 and 23. Flymaster going 27 18. And Caliber going 22 and 24.
Yeah, I think it was all about that last hill there. I mean, rotation from P5 to P1. Not one of the members of Boston Burgers started the rotation until the party started. Ravens are already set up on it. And that just spelled disaster for the Boston Burgers.
They had a couple of good rotations. Like, they had the right idea, but they just didn't have anyone rotating with their number 7, Mrs. Frizzle. You can see there, she's definitely struggled, or he struggled with going 13 and 31. That's just an indication that no one was really helping the rotation there. Like, every time you saw her back there, she was there, she would win 1, but then she get traded out by 2 or 3 coming back at her with no help.
Exactly. And Diver Jim, I mean, he is the highest kills on his team, but perhaps maybe being a little too aggressive, being the only one to challenge gunfights most of the time. Basically the only one to win most of them. It's just unfortunate that Miss Frizzle couldn't step up and get more.
Yeah, Diver Jim definitely had a good cutoff game with that AR. He played his flex role very, very good. But as far as like what Boston Burgers need to do, they need to be rotating more. They need to have those spawns. Someone's got to help Miss Frizzle. She can't do it all. Right idea, just no help.
But we are going into a search and destroy now on Berlin, and it's going to be interesting because last time the Ravens were on this, they very, very cleanly wiped the other team. So I'm looking forward to potentially seeing that again. I know that Flymaster's been working on his map picks. He's been able to get a few of them in the past few matches, but I don't know. I'm just hoping for them to continue their dominance like we've gotten the keys to victory. How about you, Ghost?
For this one, I'm looking for them to be able to make sure they're winning those trade battles, you know, for both teams. And it's going to be trades, 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 you know, make sure their coordination is on point. We saw Boston struggle with their coordination a little bit in that hard point. You know, they had some plays that they set up, and you can definitely tell they designed them, but their coordination on like when to go and how to do it just didn't look right. Like
Yeah.
either one side was being the other or something was that. So they need to clean that up and focus on this S&D. Make sure they're doing their strats, hitting their plays, making sure they're trading out the Ravens, that kind of thing. Vice versa for the Ravens, they need to keep this momentum and just haul it through it and make sure this is a clean 3-0 for them.
Yeah, the 3-0 is definitely on the board now. Now that the map 1 is taken for the Ravens, and almost assuredly, I would bet the Ravens going take this search and destroy as well.
I'm going to say this one's going to be close. I'm going to give it to Ravens. I'm going to say 6-5 on this one.
All right. Well, in the meantime, while we are waiting for this map to get started, we are going to take another break. Don't worry, we'll be right back. All right, just like that, we are back into this game. On with JD.
Going into round number 1 here, Ravens look like they're pushing this outer train area. It's going to be a 2-2 split out of Boston Burgers. As JD does find the first pick. Does find a second one. That is a objective cleared for Remnant Ravens. Are they aware of this, and can they get the bomb down?
There were somewhat late callouts from what looked like the first person to die. I don't remember who it was, but the Boston Burgers still sitting B, wondering what's going on, not focusing on the A objective, and now it's a 1v4 for Diver Jim. He is the one who can get who got the most kills on his team in the last game, but let's see what he can do here.
He's going to be challenging Courtyard. He does find Caliber. Diver Jim did pop off very good in this hardpoint last match. Let's see what he can do on S&D here. And he does find that one Courtyard. Does reside. I can't. My bad, boys. He does decide to go Courtyard steps again and reach Chow, but can't find any picks and just gets gunned down by Riot.
Riot and JD definitely stepping up from the last match. They had early they had trouble early in all of their matches last time, or in all of their maps last. But they're stepping up here.
Yeah, this is what you want. This is what you want to see out of Remnant Ravens going into playoffs. We talked about this for weeks, that Ravens have struggled on this map, and they took a clean 4-0 in round number 1 here right before playoffs. Very nice. As JD does find the opening pick. Caliber does find another one there as well. We're on board with IPAX, and let's see if Miss Frizzle and IPAX can make something happen in this 2v4. They are working towards those B bomb site here.
One thing about the Boston Burgers, they're giving up their lives too easy. First blood every time. And they're going down to a 2v4, which is not in favor of them. As Riot's going to challenge. Gets the kill. Now it's just Miss Frizzle all alone on the bomb site. Doesn't have the bomb, goes down. And that's the round for them.
I'm just confused. Like, Boston Burgers decided they want to wrap, but then you got Miss Frizzle chowing inside B bomb. Like, the communication there, something's got to be off. Like you said, like they're thinking two different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but they just challenge too aggressively, and they just get picked off, and instantly it's a 4v2, and the Ravens just have an easy game, I guess.
Yeah, and we're going in round number 3. Let's see if Boston Burgers can bring this back. Can they get a round? And they do get the first blood. That is going to be a game changer so far. Let's see if they can capitalize on this round.
That's actually huge, as that's on Flymaster. He was trying to get the pick across the map, but Diver Jim just throwing that right back in his face as he sees JD get onto Sandbag Tank. But JD, the one, the only, gonna get 2 and plant the bomb, as now it's a 2v2, 2v3, 1v3 now.
JD showing these guys why they are named Burgers. He takes an MP40 and just guns the guy top fire, and does find another one inside the bomb site as well. He must have ate too many burgers on that one. His thumb slipped right off that controller and let JD just gun him with the MP40 off top fire.
Yeah, the Ravens clearly using their momentum from that hardpoint win in this search and destroy, as they are up 3 rounds to nothing currently in this search and destroy. Boston Burgers, you need to step it up here and now. 0 kills for 3 of your members. You need to get some kills on just anybody. Diver Jim, the only one that's killed anybody on that side.
They just need to fix their communication going into this. You can just see, like, it just, calls aren't being made. Well, but as soon as I say that, IPAX does find 2 right off there on the A bomb site. This could be a round for Boston Burgers.
Currently in the 2v2, and Ravens are going to split up quite a bit. The Burgers going to take the opposite approach and stay together a little bit, able to cover each other. Make their way slowly over to B. Wonder if the Ravens are going to read this.
Right now, this is looking a lot better as far as the communication worries on the Boston Burgers side. They're actually waiting for each other, making sure each other are there, and they look like they are fully decisive on the bomb site they want to go to. Taking their sweet time to get there, but at least they're making their way there slowly.
Going to be huge if Caliber can catch on the cross. No, he cannot. Unfortunate timing, but Caliber, will he get the timing here on bomb, as he's going to rush the plant site, and the bomb goes down just in time. Miss Frizzle going to be the only one left. She goes down immediately.
Great Ravens job with a nice retake there. They're definitely playing coordinated right now. They're definitely waiting for each other. They pinched that very beautifully. Unfortunately for Boston Burgers, they just couldn't pick up on that. They did get lucky to get the bomb plant down, but they just weren't watching the right angles.
Here the Ravens use this advantage you've got. You just push it all the way. Only 2 more rounds and you've got this search and destroy, and it's 2 maps in a row for you.
Let's go on board with Sputnik. He's going to be their info guy by the looks of it, how the SSD is going. Let's see if he can make anything happen as far as Boston Burgers, and see if they can finally get around here.
Burgers looking to change it up a little bit. They're going for a 3v1.
As you can see, he's hitting the route here through secret. He shouldn't give the call that there's nothing going A. There should be wrapping towards B. JD does glide bomb Miss Frizzle.
Oh, that's just unfortunate timing on Sputnik as he goes down. Just misses the shots onto, was that Flymaster? Let's see, number 8. He's going to catch out 4 here. Going to get unfortunate timing as well. The Ravens just surrounding all of these players. One's going to go down, Diver Jim. That's the one who can get the kills, but it isn't going to be enough when the Ravens are shooting like that. 5 rounds.
IPAX is just trying to get some kind of info. Unfortunately, the only info he got was some bullets to his face. Beautiful shots at a fly there. Going into round number 6, this is the do or die in favor for Boston Burgers. They got to come out here swinging. This is a huge momentum shift if you can get around here on the board for the next game. He's on board with Flymaster here. He's looking down A long. Caliber does find one onto Sputnik. IPAX does trade Caliber. Riot does
Jim
go
gonna
down.
get the kill. Riot.
Can Divergent find Flymaster?
Playing chicken with JD, and JD just wins that matchup.
And JD does get the kill in P5, so now it's going to be a 2v1 Mrs. Frizzle versus the rest of the Ravens, JD and Flymaster.
IP had a chance to plant there, but didn't, and they're just holding on outer. I guess trying to get more information, but it looks like they might plant this A site. The Ravens just gonna sit P2 and P5, just waiting for some more information to come.
Looking at this, I think Boston Burgers just need to look at their map more. They should have got the info that, you know, both the players were sitting P5 area, just based off them shooting. But they do get the bomb down here. And let's see if they can make a round happen out of this.
JD's gonna be on the flank, but Flymaster gets Miss Frizzle to move, but JD doesn't have the correct timing to get kill.
Did JD spot Miss Frizzle go here? Miss Frizzle does see JD cross. Now it's going to be a 1v1 inside the bomb site. JD does find both of them, actually. And JD sitting having a very nice S&D game going. 13-0 on a 13 spree.
JD
JD just
going
had
massive on this map.
JD just had a 13.0 KD. That's crazy.
You're the Ravens. That's exactly what you want to see in your last match of the main season, knowing that you guys can still do that. 13-0 for JD.
I saw the glide bomb come out of him, but like I didn't realize he was on a 13.
Yeah, that was just insane.
That's just good stuff out of JD right there. He did a great job in that S&D. The rest of the Ravens did also a very good job. We talked about it before that they definitely needed to clean up their Berlin S&D, and they definitely looked like they cleaned that up. That was a very convincing 6-0, and that erased any doubts in my mind that they need to work on that map.
Yeah, I mean the only question mark now is Berlin control, but even that might have changed by now. We have no idea. Based on that search and destroy, they feel comfortable on that map. For search.
Well, I mean the control of this next map isn't the control Gavutu. Yep. And they looked very good on that. Ravens looked very good on that map last time we saw them play. So,
Exactly.
as far as Boston Burgers go, they definitely need to fix their communication errors that they're having. They looked still off in that S&D. They need to look more at their map in the upper left corner. That would have gave some good info on that. You know, that P5 play coming in there. You know, where Riot or JD does kill one P5. They hadn't, and Fly does shoot at one of them in the outer train too. That was indication that they were both there, you know, and they just hesitated to make that play happen.
Yeah, and looking at the scoreboard, sorry I didn't screenshot it, but only 2 of the members of Boston Burgers had kills, and it was only 3. There's a serious need to improve. If you happen to get to Game 5 here, you need to put a stop to the Ravens in their search and destroy. I mean, it's mandatory now.
Well, they just need to push it to a game 4 to give up any kind of fighting chance. So then they came out and fixed all those small errors that they're having. The not checking the maps, watching the feed, the communication, whatever it may be in their comms. They got to lock that in and they got to come out swinging because they definitely like have the right ideas, but they're just not coordinated enough to make it happen. So as soon as they start doing that, they'll start putting up a fight against the Ravens.
And the fight is exactly what they're going to need because on Gavutu control, there's not much hope for you. Burgers, because Ravens have improved themselves time and time again, be able to not only just show a dominance for this map, but show that they have the rotation, they have patience, but they have the ability to take control of everything, whether it's
Yeah,
ring, boat, anything.
and for burgers, they really need to lay off the burgers. I feel like they're just too slow on deciding what they want to do. I think they've ate too many of those, and they've just like it slows them down. They're not undecisive on where they want to go.
I feel like some of the grease of the burgers is heading away, like their lead, just like their hopes of winning series.
I mean, I don't count them out yet, but if they don't lay off those burgers, we're surely going to be seeing clean 3 of the Ravens. With that being said, let's go into a quick intermission here, and we'll be back as soon as the game starts.
All right, and we are back for this control. We're gonna rock on Riot here.
Riot had himself a very good game in that respawn. Let's look to see if he can continue this here. He does find one, starting off strong, does get the first pick. That is going to be huge. Does get traded instantly, though. This trade's going back and forth, as it looks like it's going to be in favor of Remnant Ravens here.
Trade's pretty even so far. Like you said, the life advantage is in the Ravens' hands so far. But now it is flipped right immediately to the Boston Burgers side. They're going to try to take the first take on A.
You know, I think they took my advice. They're looking very, very fast and decisive in this one so far.
Look at them stacking this point. They're already going to have almost 3 takes on A.
Well, that's almost the objective completed on A. Gonna be on board with Caliber here. Can he find anything at this mid tank? Unfortunately, his pre-fire does not find a single thing there. As that is the A objective secured in favor of Boston Burgers. See how Ravens look to hold this, as Sputnik is having himself a game. He decided he was sick of struggling. He's turning up in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Sputnik now sitting on 4 and 3. IPAC's now finding a couple more in the back.
IPAC's and Sputnik really putting up the numbers this game. Only 4 kills so far, but still, that 4 kills that matter.
Yeah, they did a good job getting those early entry picks. Unfortunately for them, they just couldn't find anything else in the front lines, or the back lines, I mean, rather, to get on the time or anything like that, as Ravens do get control of this again. See here, as Diver Jim does go down, Miss Frizzle does trade JD out. Flymaster in the back does find one.
You don't see that every day. That was a kill with the stun grenade from Caliber.
Going on back forward with Flymaster here. He's looking for Sputnik in the back. It's been a dance so far. Who's going to win it, as Sputnik does turn on him. But Caliber right there for the trade, and JD helps in the back as well. Riot does lose control of Ring. JD goes down in Ring as well. As now, you could have a break opportunity for Boston Burgers. They got the control they want. Now it's just finding those kills. They do have a 4 life advantage.
Boston Burgers looking to group up here, but they're just going down. Miss Frizzle going to be the only one near the hill. Won't hop on it yet as she goes down.
It's Flymaster sitting in top green. It's going to be a reset here, folks, once again. As Burgers look to hit this one through mid. They do find the entry pick onto Riot. They do trade Flymaster as well. Sputnik doing a great job getting the entries for what he needs to. He's definitely stepping up huge here. IPAX does help to combine onto 1. Diver Jim now inside the time. Does find 1. Can he find anything more?
Almost gets 2 there, but runs out of ammo. Ooh, gonna miss the pick on the Flymaster. That would have been a huge kill. But Sputnik killing it, getting the trade anyway. Sputnik
Ravens
on
need
an
to get
11
in
and
here.
6 right now.
Can the Ravens get in? They do get in for a split second, but Sputnik there for the trade. Sputnik definitely turning it up here. Doing a great job on that SMG on an AR map, and just showing them why you can hit the routes if you're not paying attention to everything.
Sputnik showing 1 life's not enough. They need 30, and then they can win a map.
As far as Ravens go, they just seemed like they were struggling a little bit to get these guys out of their spawn. Don't know if it's a miscommunication here or not, but let's go ahead and go with the listening with the Remnant Ravens and see how they're looking to bounce back.
Outside like a ring, man. I knew it was gonna happen. Mid
Yeah,
now.
I got him,
mid
I
now.
got him, I got him, I got him.
No, one's
stunned,
pushing
I'm
hole,
stunned.
pushing hole. He's pushing front
Oh,
now.
top boat, top boat, top boat.
Oh yeah, top
And
boat got me.
front.
Mid as well, mid and top.
Push through
mid
the
and
ring,
top.
push through the ring, push through the ring, push
One's
through the
on
ring.
point,
Y'all push
one's
through the
on
ring.
Got him right now.
Land bridge, bro, land bridge on me. He's the absolute bullet.
Mid cut now, man.
I do not see
Hey,
Landbridge.
one
You're
can be
solo
left.
up there, by the way. Whoever's up.
I'm just
there.
hitting that
Lambridge
land
dead,
bridge.
Lambridge dead. I killed
Oh,
Lambridge.
one stop ring on me, dude. Okay, we are not working together, boys. Like, focus up. Let's go.
Well, we called. Okay, we called push ring and push ring. What's
Yeah,
going
but
on?
someone was a mile ahead of everybody. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I
Like,
was
we
there
aren't
because
waiting.
I was fucking pushing rain.
Stop arguing. Stop arguing. We're fine.
Yo, one's our steps. Our steps.
I'm out of ring right now. I'm
We
out
don't
of
have
ring.
any
I'm
map
gonna-
control.
Oh,
Our
No, no,
steps.
out
One's
tank,
out of
out
ring.
tank right now.
One's out of
Yeah,
ring.
he's out tank. He's dead. Out tank dead.
One mid. I just
Go
seen
to
him.
rain, one shot. Get A, get A. One hit and hole. Hit
Yeah,
old
I'm
A.
hopping A,
Hit
I'm
old
hopping
A.
A.
Hit old A. Watch your mid boat.
He's bottom green right now. I'm
I'm
naded on
naded
line.
on, dude. Naded on.
Yeah, I'm
So,
shot from hole.
Whoever's Lambert's help them
Mid,
fucking guys
bro,
on
there's
time,
two.
man.
There's
Come
two
on.
on time right now, man.
Ravens on a bit of a struggle bus right now. They're kind of losing control, losing composure here.
Yeah, they're definitely struggling a little bit. Maybe a little upset on how that first round went, but they just need to regain and bring it back in together. Let's start slaying out and playing the way they need to. But right now, back into it. We saw some pretty nice streaks out of Sputnik again, doing a great job controlling the top out there. Ravens do get this objective secured, only down 1 life going into this offense, going for B. They do find Diver, Jim, and mid.
JD with only 16 HP is going to try to run through mid. Luckily, none of the Boston Burgers are watching. Going to get shots onto Sputnik, but not enough to kill.
Sputnik surely giving this info out to his team. As Ravens opt to hit this forward to the backside here, as they sneak one through mid cut. And that's going to be number 8 in Flymaster on time, but he does get taken down right away.
Diver Jim going to get one on Caliber, but Riot trades the kill. Going to see IP, but cannot finish the kill.
Going back into this ride, trying to do what he can in top ring here. He's just saying screw it, and he's going right to time. Flies in and finds one. JD with another one. That's 2 down. That's 3 down, and Ravens need to get in and stack. They need to
That's
stack
3
this
Ravens
right now.
on the hill. The 4th one incoming. Diver Jim, you need to stop this right now. You're the only one on the hill right now.
The glide bomb does get used here to help stop this. Can they find anything? Ravens still going huge in the hill. Trades are coming through as it is going to be a round for
Round for Boston
Boston
Burgers. It's proving to be the comeback story here on this control. Boston Burgers were tired of losing all their lives on Search and Destroy.
They know what this match means. They know they got to come out here swinging. It is for that 4th place. Like we talked about before. Remnant Ravens just seeming to struggle a little bit on this control. They're just not finding the trades, unfortunately for them. See how they look to bounce back in this round number 3 here. It's round board with Caliber. He finds one top out right away. Can't find a second one though.
Riot going to be in a little bit of a tricky situation here, but luckily, Miss Frizzle doesn't catch him. They both could have met each other on the nose, but
Guy
timing
could be the
proves to be-
playmaking right here. Unfortunately, he is not the playmaker, and he gets taken out inside the stairs of boat there. Now
Boston
you see here.
Burgers are meeting business here that all the kills are just going their way all of a sudden. The Ravens looking frantic. They're running it every which way they can.
Number 2 has been causing a lot of issues in their spawn. That's going to be IPAX has just been like back there killing them in their spawn waves when they're trying to go back for this A objective, and it's been very annoying for them so far. As Ravens finally get control of the map a little bit here, let's see how Boston Burgers look to break into this.
Ravens currently down 5 lives. So this is about to be 6. Nope, Diver Jim goes down. That's a good thing for the Ravens.
Fly did a good job getting the gut kill after the first shots were hit onto him. 2
Oh,
nade
but
kills
the
coming
nades.
into Flymaster and Caliber.
That is unfortunate if you're the Ravens. IP is going to challenge Riot here, but cannot get the kill as one shot as he gets to cover. Caliber, what can you do here? Gets Miss Frizzle.
That's the back cleared out for the Remnant Ravens. They cleared their back. They know all of them are spawning in front of them. Going into this, Caliber has some good shots into ring. Riot's going to find that kill. On board with Caliber. Can he spawn anything inside this ring? Caliber finds another one on the outer beach there. Sees another one. Can he get that kill onto that one?
Ravens surely, but slowly but surely, bringing this life count lead to nothing for Boston Burgers, evening up the lives here.
JD does find another one there as well. Caliber finally goes down off the fence there. Flymaster now the second wave of defense coming in. Diver Jim making a play on a JD. Does get in. He's playing his life by this little rock here. Are the Ravens aware? Riot does trade him right away. Caliber does go down. JD trades one. Riot with a kill on a time. That's all 4 dead for the for Ravens. In favor of Ravens. Boston Burgers go 4 down.
With lives tied up evenly right now. 12 seconds left on the clock. Burgers, you got to make a push now if you're going to do it. Butnick tries to get in there, but can't.
That's 3 down. That's all 4 down. And this is going to be round 4 Remnant Ravens. Ravens just had to get up the time there.
Yeah,
They kind of like prolonging the game.
Why is this round not over? Oh wait, I'm on time. It seems like a little minor mistake from the Ravens, but they do end up pulling up 1 round. Now they just gotta snowball that into 2 more. Boston Burgers, 1 more round and they take this. Good stuff out of them. They've been clutching up.
Yep, Ravens definitely did a good job bringing that round back, and now it's going to be an offensive round. Let's see if they can make it happen this round. They definitely need to out-tick. I think they need 3 ticks to tie this game in favor, or they need a full 6 to get this round and make sure ticks are pretty close. Miss Frizzle does nade JD. Does find a second one there in mid-boat as well on the Flymaster. Does find Caliber as well. Burgers definitely seem like they laid off the hamburgers and now are trying to wipe the grease out their fingers and starting to use the controllers the right way. Riot does find 1 top out. Caliber does go down as well.
You look, only 46 seconds left on the hill and not a single point has been taken on either hill.
Riot does finally clear the top out one that he's been looking for so long. And now that's 3 dead for Remnant Ravens, in favor of Remnant Ravens. Boston Burgers lose 3, and here comes a stack out of the Remnant Ravens. They now have 2 on, or I said a stack, but there's no stack happening.
Yeah, it's
Kind of
just
like
one so
covered
far.
to the ground.
But look at this, Boston Burgers getting in, getting the kills. Diver Jim goes down.
That's all 4 down for Boston Burgers. Ravens only lost 2 there. Very good job holding this hill. As here comes another burst from Burgers. They send 2 up top, and the nade comes through on 1. Diver Jim does get Flymaster as well. Riot trades Diver Jim. Riot doing a great job playing his life, but there's only 27 seconds left in this game.
The Burgers refusing to even give this a point up. They know that if they give this time to the Ravens, that the Ravens could get a win, another round in the books, as they are going to give that time. But look at the Ravens' lives. Down to 13 to the 15 of Burgers.
JD's got to go huge in the back there. He does find 1. That is good positioning out of JD. Ravens find 3. JD's got the cutoff. They could get stacked here and maybe bring this round back. They have a very nice setup here. Number 7's just got to find this pinch player. Caliber does find 1. Caliber finds 2. Flymaster does go down in time. JD goes down. That's trades going 2-2 in favor of both sides right now. Caliber still playing his life here. Finds another one. Caliber with the 3rd. Caliber gets traded. Now it's going to be a little bit of a reset. That was a nice opportunity for the Remnant Ravens. Just got 2 of them got killed trying to get to time. Flymaster and Riot combined for 2. Riot does get traded there. Life count now 7-7.
With lives being even, it's anyone's game still, as the Ravens are going to come right back into hill. Right back into ring.
Ravens now lead 7. Ravens can win this off the kills, but they do want to remember that ticks do play a key important on this defense, so they're looking at 2 offensive rounds they'll have to win.
3 lives remaining if you are the Boston Burgers. But Diver Jim getting 2 right there. Get a 3rd from Sputnik. What a
It's
play.
just JD. JD just trying to play his life. It's just one guy here. Ravens know that they gotta go for these ticks. JD's just gonna go for the kill though, and make sure we push this to a round 5. Ravens are gonna have the offense once again, so they'll have to secure 2 offensive rounds back to back, and that is very hard to do on Gravutu.
It's unfortunate that Sputnik goes down there at the end. If he'd been alive along with Diver Jim, I feel like they might have had a chance to take that last round. But here we go into a round 5. Anyone's game still. You're going to be starting on Diver Jim. They are on the attack.
Wait. Ravens out-ticked him?
Yeah, the Ravens didn't.
All right, my bad, folks. Sorry about that. Ravens should have. Riot does find a stun pelt kill on Riot with a nade throw bounce kill and the nade kill onto 2 of them. Diver Jim now in stairs, playing his life, doing a great job. Let's go on board with number 7. There is going to be Flymaster, or number 7 is going to be Caliber. He's down. See what Flymaster sees here. Does spot one on the tank there. Can he get the kill? Flymaster does find one.
Riot's going to clean up this hill maybe. Oh, cannot get the kills.
That's going to be 4 down for Boston Burgers. Ravens did a great job defending the safe. They're up 3 lives right now. Surely looking good for this so far. But as soon as I say that, Boston Burgers answer back with 2 kills. They know they got to go.
IP
JD
going
does
huge
have
right
one
there,
more.
killing JD. Going to be the only one on the hill. And now the stack comes in from the Boston Burgers as they're going to take A.
Stack does to come through. Caliber does find one right away. As you see, Miss Frizzle. Seeing if she can frizzle her way through mid here. She does spot Caliber, does get the kill. JD goes down as well. Diver Jim. That's 3 down for Remnant Ravens. The 4th one's in ring. They know it. They got all 4. Now it's just trying to fly to this time.
IP going to be the one on the hill. Gets JD, and this is the hill for the Boston Burgers. The chance to take
3
this
more.
round 5 control.
Ravens
Stack's gonna be
gotta
coming
break
in.
this. Ravens are in a bit of a spawn trap here. They are on time, but they are not stacking. Here comes the stack now. Caliber's gonna fly right by one. Riot flies right by one, but the trades do come through, and Ravens do a good job getting them all off field. That's a 3 dead. Life count is now 9 to 9.
Still over a minute to go in this control, so there's plenty of time for one more push. Diver Jim going to nade the hill, wait for his teammates, and then make the play of the ages.
Diver Jim sitting in ring. He's pretty weak. Can they spot anything here? Ravens are down 2 lives right now. Caliber's making sure he plays his life great there. Miss Frizzle is sitting 6 HP right now. Caliber does go down. That is 3 down for Ravens. They are playing S&D at this point. It's 8 to 4.
If you're the Burgers at this point, you can just throw lives at this hill, but no. They take the chance to stack, and the Boston Burgers get this control. They're going to a map 4.
Yeah, they did a great job there, just stacking hills. A couple of them, I felt like they could have maybe stacked it sooner, but they did a great job playing the patience game there. Let their food digest kind of thing, and just did a great job breaking in.
But that's a scoreboard I want to see if you're the Boston Burgers. 37 and 30. Sputnik, 30 kills. IP, Diver Jim, 35. 25 kills.
Well, Boston Burgers and Sputnik finally stepping up and giving Diver Jim some help. In that game, he did a very good job doing what he needed to and entering in with a sub, getting those flank routes on to the Ravens. He found the lanes, he found the holes, he was making plays all over the place, even though he went 1 kill negative. going back into that, IPAX did a great job following that up. Wherever Sputnik died, IPAX was like right near where he died and willing to get trades. Diver Jim, he went pretty good. Like we've seen out of him so far, he went 35 and 29. Miss Frizzle still struggling, but also picked it up. As far as the Ravens go, we got JD sitting 29 and 34. Riot sitting 30 and 28. Caliber 34 and 27, and Flymaster 33 and 28.
And some big kills across the board for both teams, but I feel like the Ravens kind of gave that up with maybe solo challenging hills, whatever it was. I mean, their lives just drained for them, and then they were playing S&D. It was just too many lives on the other side for Boston to say that they could deal with it, but that's all right. We're going back into a hard point.
The difference was that you had Sputnik being really annoying in the spawn and getting a spawn trap going, where once he had that spawn trap secured, it allowed the rest of the burgers to push up and get where they wanted to be in position for what they wanted. Then once they're in position and they got those 3 dead, 4 deads, they were stacking. But Ravens only would have 1 or 2 near the hill, and they just couldn't like stop it.
Yeah, I mean, there was all kinds of stuff going wrong, Ravens, but as I said before, we're going into a boat clash hard point. The Ravens have a chance to come back here, but it's still anyone's game. We could see a map 5 in this series. That would be a crazy thing for both viewers and streamers, casters alike, but have to see. We're going to go to another quick break, and we'll be back. Okay. All right, we are off.
And we are off back into the crazy cage of Bocage where everything is crazy. Right, looking down river, can't find the kill there. As we are on this P1 hill, on board with Sputnik, he had himself a great game last game. Definitely the route man.
This
see if
Boston
Raven-
Burgers just tearing the Ravens apart right now. They're collecting all of this time on this first hill.
They got a nice 15 seconds so far. Very nice hill time off P1 that is normally scrappy. But here come the Ravens answering back. Finally got him off the hill.
For what seems like a moment because they just get right back on. Flymaster finally going to get the pick.
Looks like Ravens are using 2 ARs here. Where I think Burgers are using 4 subs. Am I correct on this?
I think you might be.
Diver Jim's definitely their flex. He was on a sub. Even Miss Frizzle's on an MP40 right now.
I think you're. Ravens had control of the P2 for a moment, but now all control is now in the hands of Boston Burgers as Ravens look to take over this hill, this P2. Look to break. Caliber, can you get this kill? No, you can't. Flymaster catches the raid.
As Ravens finally get on this P2, they get the spawns here. And now Burgers are flipped out. Now it's time to flip this game on its head. As you can see here, number 4 in Flymaster already rotating for those spawns. Going to be a huge rotation battle, but unfortunately does go down. Has no help there. Number 2 gets cut off through mid as well. Now it's just reset here for what Burgers want to go for, and they are stacked in on this hill. As you can see here, Ravens opt to go through this this field side here. Number 3 goes deep back, make sure no one's back there. It's clearing out everything. Number 7 and number 3 are about to have a fight in the back here. He does go down on board with Flymaster right now. He does get one.
The hill goes traded from one team to the other. Flymaster trying to get those kills on the hill, but Sputnik is going to get Flymaster, but then goes down to Caliber himself.
As Miss Frizzle's in on time, does get traded out by Caliber. As soon as I say that though, Sputnik comes in and gets a 3-piece right off the time. She's having herself a great game. Now 11-6.
Both Sputnik and Diver Jim want to see another map. They want to close this series out with them winning.
They want to be the team to put Ravens in the dirt. Can Ravens bounce back? Being down 40 points in this Bocage, a game that is very scrappy. Hard to bounce back in Bocages.
But still, for the Ravens, you do know that if you get this Bocage, you do win the series, but it's going to be a hard matchup right now as everybody is just slaying out.
JD goes huge for a 2-piece there. Flymaster does find another one. They are making a great comeback off this hill right now. Ravens slowly clawing their way back through this one. Burgers trying to break through the front. Opting for a mid hit here. Trades are going pretty even right now. As that is all in favor of Burgers getting this hill. Very good hill time out of Remnant Ravens right now. Caliber doing a great job getting this rotation spawn so far. He's going to have a huge one.
The Burgers holding pretty well. Like they stay composed. They play as a team. The Ravens kind of looking spread out.
See JD, Riot, and Caliber making a play towards his back. Riot does find one. JD's got contesting time, does win the fight on time. That's a huge play to JD. Fly and Riot both finding one as well.
The full 4 dead, and they now got control of this River Hill.
Now
Great start to this Bocage.
I mean, they started off very slow on that P1, but they are slowly bringing their way back here. If it wasn't for that 22 seconds on P1, Ravens would be right in this game still. Miss Frizzle does go down to JD. JD on time. Does get traded right away. Riot gets a huge one on street. And that's going to be hill time for Remnant Ravens. They're just outside 9th. They're going to finish this hill with about being down 13 points right now. 15 points actually. Sorry about that. Going back into it, JD does find 2. Riot does spot one top. Grandma's does gun him. They're doing a better job at keeping this P1 scrappy. As JD does get the trade there. Ravens on the time. Caliber does find 2 there. That's huge for Caliber. JD gets his trade. They're just looking for one, and they know he's bottom Grandma's. He does go down.
Let's see what Sputnik can do. The Boston Burgers are ahead at this point, but the Ravens closing in very, very fast.
JD going huge. He's on a 5 streak. Can he get this glide bomb? No, I should just quit saying, can he get glide bombs?
The caster curse is real. I'm telling you.
Caliber on a 3 spree. Can he get the you know what? Does not.
Even mentioning it in whispers is known to be curse to transfer the curse.
Well, this is all going on though. You see Remnant Ravens do have the lead now. They're up by 12 points going into this P2. But Sputnik does find 3. Flymaster does trade him, but does go down in time. It's a very scrappy Bocage so far, and that's what we enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Riot does find 1. JD gets traded. Caliber finds another one. Riot trades Caliber. Caliber gets killed.
But Diver
Jim
Jim, huge kill right there on the Flymaster. He was the one that was getting all the kills in the back, and now Boston Burgers take the lead back.
Diver Jim just snaking right there. He doesn't even want to run. He just wants to lay on his belly and army crawl. Ate too many burgers and now his tummy's hurt.
Let's see what Riot can do. He's going to see some of them right here. He gets one. It's Frizzle. Sputnik just barely going to make it out of there, but Riot catches him anyway. Riot going to get a 3? No, he doesn't. The
Trades come through though. Caliber does find 2 on the time there, and that is time in favor of Remnant Ravens. Caliber with another kill there. Caliber going huge on this kill. He does find 4 on the entry break by himself. Does get traded. There's no trades coming through. Flymaster still. Ravens still trying to claw their way back. Just down by a couple of points in this Bocage. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to contest time or non-kill time. It's going to really come down to that, is what it's looking like here.
Yeah, Ravens doing a good job at holding this hill. They still have the lead. Caliber going to make it tools to see what he can do.
He goes, flies up through Zig and gets gunned down. Riot knows there's going to be one coming tools. Does find that kill. Ravens doing a great job here getting this time, the remainder of that time. Now let's see how they opt to break this money hill on P4. So see on board with Miss Frizzle here. She's still struggling, but she's got good time. But as far as going in the KD charts go, she's going 14-24 right now. On board with JD here. JD finds 1 through Zig. He's got the contestant. Ravens do find 3, and that's going to be hill time surely for the Ravens.
They need to make this break. They need this time, but the Boston Burgers just don't want to give it to him. Diver Jim, let's see what you can do here. He gets 1 in Caliber. Can he get the other? Riot and JD both on the hill still.
JD finds another one there. Flymaster does find another one as well. Like we said before, it was going to come down to this scrap time here, and so far Ravens doing a great job on this rotation.
Right now,
But
it's going to be a almost
Are they
dead
aware
even
of
game.
5? But are they aware of 5 and 8 coming through? And yes, they do pick up the kills in the back. They do spawn out though. Fly finds 1. Trades coming through. A nade onto Riot.
Diver Jim going to be the one to be able to get the time here. Rest of the Ravens up on top of street. Let's see if he can catch them out here. JD going to challenge the time. Misses the chance to get Diver Jim, but he goes down anyway. Right, with the huge 2-piece right there.
So here comes the Boston Burgers trying to make something happen here. JD finds 1. Almost finds the second one there. Does find the second one on time. One more ledge on time.
The Boston Burgers hope still alive. They need this time right now. They need to take this hill, but the Ravens are currently in control of it.
If you're Burgers here, you surely don't want to let these Ravens come back and win this game. Diver Jim just secured spawns for his team. Burgers making their way on this P1. They did a great job in the first rotation of it, making it very scrappy. And like winning out 22 seconds of time. But so far, Ravens doing the exact same thing. Picked up a good 14 seconds so far.
That's a
Flymaster,
huge
keeping them off.
two-piece out of Flymaster.
Now that's all 4 dead in favor of Remnant Ravens. They do secure. They don't secure the spawns, but they keep the time. They'll be 1 second off of winning this game on that hill. So surely they're going to rotate out. Flymaster is picking up more time here. They need about 20 seconds before this game's theirs. Diver Jim doing everything he can to make this game even closer. They're going for scraps.
This
Riot
game's
challenge
still
gold.
IP going to challenge inside of barn, but Riot takes him
Going
down.
huge. Riot's got 3 right there. Can't find the 4th one though. It's now just 10 seconds until Remnant Ravens has pulled off the 3-1 beat.
This is your last
Caliber-
push if you're the Boston Burgers, but IP one's going in there so far. IP getting more, and now the Boston Burgers have control. Now all they got to do is hold this, and they get their map 5.
Boston Burgers playing very, very cruddy here, but the kills are coming through in favor of Remnant Ravens. Miss Frizzle, but Boston Burgers answer back with 3. Flymaster answers back with 2. This should be time for Remnant Ravens.
Diver
They
Jim
just-
gets the kill on the Flymaster, and the time remains in Boston Burgers' control.
It's a very close game.
Boston Burgers cannot win it
Either
here. They
team-
need to take control of this next hill. Number 8 is on the fight already. IP takes control of it. Goes down. Diver Jim, you go down too. All
It's
the
a very
Boston
close
Burgers
game.
challenging at the same time.
It's sitting 242 to 248. Ravens do have the hill time, and they do win the game. They went for the spawns. They ended up getting the kills through the spawns. And it was a very, very hard-fought battle between both teams here.
That's by far one of the closest hard points we've had in a long time in this league. I think even ever. 250 to 242. Such a great hard point to watch if you're the viewers and also as casters. That was incredible.
Yeah, going into that one, the real hard thing was for the Ravens is they just allowed those 30-some seconds on P1 to come through. And with that being said, it just allowed for the Burgers to open up a huge lead, and Ravens had to do a hard job fighting back.
Why your camera's not working? Well,
Hold on. Attempt number 2. Does this work?
hey, there we go. Okay, your camera's not.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there we are.
There we go. Okay, welcome back.
Thank you.
Oh, that
But,
was that was an insane series. That was one for the.
Yeah, it was a very, very interesting game. Ravens did a great job fighting their way back. They were down in that game by 40, 60 points, and to make that kind of comeback on a Bocage where it's very scrappy was just very impressive out of them.
Yeah, and not only that, like towards the end, it looked like the Boston Burgers were gonna steal this Bocage away from them, but the Ravens just at the last second were able to turn up. That was incredible to see out of.
Yeah, it was very nice stuff. Let's go ahead and look at the stats really quick from that last Bocage.
Screenshot came in or not? Let's check it. Looks like it did. Okay, cool.
All right, so this being said, we have Riot going 48 and 32 in the kill department. We got Caliber sitting 36 and 33. Flymaster sitting 28 and 26. JD going 36, 36. That is an all positive and all even KD game out of the Remnant Ravens. Going into it for the Boston Burgers, we had Sputnik who went 33 and 40. Diver Jim 36 and 32. Miss Frizzle 20 and 38. And IPAX 38, 38.
Yeah, some great stuff out of all of those players. Really close game once again. Who are we pulling? Who do we want to pull in for this? Deserves it.
I think Flymaster had a very good series this whole series. Like, he was very consistent, very good KDs out of Fly. He's positive every single one. I think Fly's our MVP.
All right, you. Hello, Fly.
Hello, peoples.
Fly, that was a very crazy last map on that Bocage. He had some great plays in the last hill there to make sure your team got the spawns.
Yeah, well, I was coming to him. Well, both me and JD were coming. Don't push the last P2 too much, and we just stack the last hill and put like all of our eggs in one basket there, and just stack that point. We knew if we stacked it, we would win that game.
You guys had a very good series up until that control. You guys just let a couple of them slide through. How are you looking to fix that for playoffs?
Well, we're thinking of trying something new for the defense because we seem to be leaving the flank open too much. So we definitely got to look at the flank, and some of our other positioning just on the map was not comfortable for us. We never looked comfortable on that map, and I guess losing 2 defending round probably proved that.
I want to ask you, Fly, what clicked on that bow cage? Because you guys were down, I think, almost 40 points earlier in this book. Then all of a sudden, something clicked, and it was a dead even game the whole time until the end, where you guys hurt them, and then it was still a close game at the end, 250. What was going through all your guys' heads when you guys were like, we need to win this?
Well, to be honest, JD, as we all know, he's like a dad, so he just gets angry straight away. As soon as something doesn't go our way, he gets angry. So he sort of he just told us all to get into our right positions, start picking up the right lanes, and then from there, that's really what happened. It was just JD getting angry.
Well,
As he
sounds like you
always
need
does.
some more fired up dads
Yeah, dude.
leading your team
Yep.
All right,
and helping you guys out.
I have one final question. What do you
Yep.
think? What do you and the rest of the team think is going to be your biggest hurdle for common?
In the playoffs, well, in terms of ourselves, it's gonna be fixing that control. In scrims, we look really good on it. We're either 3-0 teams, 3-1 teams, we're winning our attack rounds and our defenses. But then in leagues, for whatever reason, we just shit the bed essentially. But in terms of us versing a team, it's got to be the LAG team. I think they're also undefeated. So if we make it the champs, that's definitely going to be the team that we're going to be facing off against.
All right, well, thank you for going in here for this interview, and we'll let you get back with the rest of the Ravens. But
yeah, I just got one more thing. Because I know he's going to be watching right now. Shout out to Miss because he's a fucking bot, and yeah, I shit on him in every single screen.
You heard
I
it
don't
here,
know about
Miss.
that one. I don't know about that one.
Yeah. All right, thanks, boys.
You're welcome, Fly. Good games, buddy.
There, folks. Fly is about the team. And we're just gonna have to wait and find out.
I mean, it is champ season. Rosters are locked and have been locked for a while now. Going into that, into what all recapping on what Fly said, Ravens do need to clean up their control. Make sure it's set right for playoffs. LAG on the opposite bracket, and now when the playoff bracket does come through, they are going to be in there, and they're going to be a top contender right there with Ravens, and they have yet to face each other. So, it's going to be very interesting to see the David versus Goliath battle on that if we get to see that here.
Exactly, but for those of you watching, we're not sure how it's gonna work with casting and all that, but when the playoffs begin, they win the match, another match immediately. Everybody that's in. And it is officially known that now the Ravens are undefeated in playoffs. Hoping that would be what it is, and
Yeah, congrats to the Ravens for an undefeated regular season. That's a hard feat itself to accomplish. They did drop a couple maps here and there. But overall, for the record, they did finish with 8-0. So congrats to them. Is it 8-0 or 9-0? Yeah, they finished the regular season 8-0, and now it's time to get their stuff together and get their maps looking stronger. So congrats to you boys going 8-0. Congrats to Fly, JD, Riot, and Caliber as well.
congrats
But
to all Ravens. But
the hard work these guys have put through in the regular season has paid off, and it's now time for them to get ready and go into this playoffs. And they have a good group backing them, and let's just hope they make it pretty far.
they've got some good teams ahead of them, and they're going to try their best. But we're going to see what happens next time. And thank you all for tuning in. Cut off the stream here. Make sure that all of you are subscribed to the channel so you know.
Click the
Of
bell.
you, 41% of you are not subscribed.
Click the bell and don't be a hamburger, okay?
All right, guys. Thank you for watching.